Yeah. Okay, thank you, Shalin, for recording and Gray for being my secretary. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending today's HR Scrum. We will have some of the guests from HR. We have Shalin and Shumin as well. Maybe I would like to give the floor to the HR team first. Maybe if they have some announcement or something, maybe to Shalin first.
No, I'm only here to listen and to record. Yes.
Okay, and Shumin as well? No? Just the watch the HR Scrum?
Yes, yes, just do shadow.
Yeah, okay. But I will ask you guys to turn the camera on, yeah. It's not fun if it's only less people here and we don't turn on the camera. It's like so quite funny. Okay. Yes, Erica with the new laptop from Maria and Gray. Your laptop is still incoming. Yeah, please wait for it. Okay, I will start today's Scrum. Firstly, I will open this campaign inquiry optimization from Gray. So I would like to give and pass the floor to Gray, please.
Yes, thank you, Andre. So
Your
for
voice is a
this,
bit low, yeah, or it
apa?
just
Wait, let me try again. Ini gimana?
yeah, I see. Okay,
Yes, but it's okay. Yeah,
yeah.
Gray a bit lemes.
Mm,
Is it the volume or my voice?
Already okay.
Already okay. 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 So for the campaign, my general analysis on August 13 and decrease of conversion on all platform. And I have finished analyzing the spam and cut it out from Airbnb inquiry. But yesterday there's another spam, so I haven't analyzed that one. And lots of people want to alter dates or cancel their plan due to the extension of PPKM. And for agent no inquiry for Mi Villa, which is being prioritized right now, but we do have lots for Villa in mid August. And I also analyze people's budget is more lower due to the PPKM situation. And my action plan is always try to alter guest dates first rather than saying yes to their cancellation immediately. Also, Zaki from marketing will try to do some experiment on Facebook. So he will try to do an Independence Day kind of discount, but none of the price actually will change. He will only change the copywriting so it looks like there's a discount. And yes, that's my update.
Okay, thank you, Gray, for the update. I will pass the floor to another people first. If someone have any question for Gray's explanations, please. Oh, Shelly?
Uh,
No, Vidi, Vidi.
yeah, I have no question, but I would like to just validate what Gray mentioned regarding the people's spending. So I would like to share a little bit as well. What well we only have four people right in HR, so we have a lot of time for discussion. But yesterday, Hakim shared me an interesting bits of fact that he found from McKinsey report. That most Indonesian plan to reduce holiday spending this year, regardless of income level. Um, so yeah, and he also mentioned that I think where is it? This is a link. Oh, and if you read there's an image here, but I cannot show it. But it also shows how the preference is tend towards value and cleanliness towards COVID. If I'm mistaken, I'll try to pull the image out in a bit. See whether I can. This one. So there is a shift to value and essentials up to 40%, flight to digital and omni-channel up to 60%, shop to loyalty 92%, home body economy 78%, and new holiday outlook at 87%. With 87% of households in Indonesia plan to maintain or decrease holiday spending. Although the McKinsey report itself came from, I believe, September or November 2020, but I think it's still very relevant today. So that's just an additional fact to include to Gray's one. I will include the images in Gray's card.
Thank you, Vidi, for that. Gray, you have any response to that?
I also agree because uh, right now, also I see on the like Facebook inquiry, people tend to inquire us for like more lower property, like
Yeah,
for
what
the
do you mean?
price.
It is from the price or
Yeah, like
uh,
I think it happens once with a Drua Villa. I think the first time it was published for 4 mil,
uh,
and then now it got published to 3.5, and there's a lot more now.
I see, I see, I see.
Did
Hmm.
you have the BI team to analyze the price ranges already, Gray? Or
Not yet.
okay, please coordinate with the BI
Okay,
chapter,
okay.
yeah, for the evaluation. Yeah,
Do you
All
think
right.
the chapter can do that too, PD?
yeah. We can do that as well. If Gray can also like evaluate from the inquiry itself, right? But then she
Mhm.
can request the BI chapter as well because we do have the tool to do that.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
And
Yes, Ray.
yeah. Also, I saw something interesting from Patricia answer yesterday because there's a guest in Air Support one. So he saw the price on website, but the price on website on Airbnb is different. And according to Patricia, there is no maintenance yet for website pricing, which is quite tricky because people can just access our website and see if there's the same property, and if they see the different prices, so they will be confused like this guest on air support one. Can BI actually do that too, or is it like content team?
I think it will be from content team if I'm not mistaken. But the one who need to coordinate between this is content team and BI. Like the same understanding happening on Facebook as well. I think people on Facebook are pretty aware if there's a price changes like that, and they need to update or something like that. Which I think previously Zaki, if someone is doing that pricing what something like that.
Yep.
So I think in this case, everyone in every of the campaign manager at like campaign level. I mean, from the Facebook, from the Instagram, from the maybe from agents and also website need to have the same understanding from that if there's a price changes, then we need to change the price on the website or on the post itself. But if I'm not mistaken, VD, if I'm not correct, if there's some price that they don't really want to change because of we want to upsell and cross sell something like that.
Mm, that's also true. But yeah, please reconfirm with BI team as well because I think we can they can also improve their pricing
Strategy.
strategy in website. I think, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, interesting one. Thank you, VD, for the confirmation. So please, Gray, write that down to things that Gray we will need to analyze apa namanya pricing for the I forgot what is pricing earlier. Apa sih tadi?
Website,
No, before website.
Yeah, website and Facebook.
Facebook,
That's why I just write contact
like the
BI to
management.
analyze the price on all OTA platform.
Cool. Thank you, Gray. I think you and also I think you mentioned about BI team that monitoring the price. No.
Yeah, but how they monitor the price in website especially because for Facebook I think it's pretty much settled, but website not sure if it's already settled or not.
Cool. Thank you, VD, for that. I would like to welcome you, sir.
Hey, everyone in HAR. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. How about you in US?
I'm doing great. This is my new apartment in California. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
What's up? How's it going, everyone? Great. Shumen.
Good
It is
listening.
8:14 on a Thursday evening. So yeah. Oh, here, let me show you the new. Do you guys want to see my new place?
Yes.
Sure,
Yes,
All
sure.
right,
of
here,
course.
here, here. I
Yes,
figure
let's do a
let
tour.
me
Sure.
let me express my hospitality by bringing you into my new apartment. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay, let me bring you
Probably.
from the outside in, so you guys can see what it looks like. So, anyways, I'm living in an apartment in San Ramon, which is a city that's just a little bit east of San Francisco. The reason we're here is this area has really good school, junior high. It's pretty. interesting. It's like the opposite of Indonesia. Like everything is the opposite, right? Everything's very expensive. Everything's very orderly. Everything is like by the rules. It is almost more extreme than even Singapore, I think, Shumin, right? I'm getting a hard time believing it's actually America because you have to compete to get an apartment here. You have to actually show why you make not too little money, but not too much money either. It's so bizarre. Okay. Anyway, so this is what it looks like on the outside. So it's got like I don't know, like 3 levels to it and everything. And this is the kind of like the area where cars are. Anyways, I hate cars, but I have had to kind of rent a car. But anyway, this is our apartment. So when you come in, everything in America is made to be efficient because we don't have pembantus here, or at least most people don't have pembantus. So we have to like make it so that machines can help us get our daily chores done. So this thing is great. This is a washer and a dryer, and it's all linked together. And it's just super easy. Just throw your dirty shit here, and then you throw it up here, and it's done. So laundry is super convenient. This is my kitchen. So I got a refrigerator here. This is an electric stove. Let me show you some of the cool things. I really appreciate how food is organized in the US. So I drink sodas now, but they're like infused water sodas. So actually it's like Bali with the infused water, but now it comes in a can. Anyway, until I find ice, right? We subscribe to this place called Costco, which is a wholesale club. And I got this huge ass chicken, right? For 80,000 rupiah, but it was gigantic. It's like 4 times bigger than any chicken I've seen in Asia. It's like a good, like heavy, you know, like you can't pick it up with one arm almost, right? So that's pretty cool. I'll bring inside the refrigerator. So when you go to Costco, everything is already pre-made for you. It's pretty reasonable. So these are salads and everything. So you can just kind of buy food and it's okay. This is really interesting. This is oat milk made from oats. So yeah. Hey, yeah, that's right. This can be an on-site visit. This can be an inspiration. Why don't we do this in the future? Be like, yo, let me bring you to my house and see what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So hey, let this be an inspiration, okay? Anyway, over here is an electric stove. I don't really like electricity. I prefer natural gas, like the way we use in Indonesia, but whatever. Microwave, whatever. Sink. This is awesome. Look, guys. Yes. Can direct the water to where it needs to go, right? So everything here is made to be super easy to clean. You just go like this. You go wipe, done, right? And that's the way it has to be because in America, like I said, you have to clean everything yourself. You see like really rich people and they still have to do their own everything. So not a lot of help. Okay. I got some motherfucking standing tables. So I went over to IKEA, which is, oh yeah, Shuman knows IKEA, right? So we built this last night, me and Eka. I got one for Eka, and I got one for myself, and that's it. That's all I need, right? That's my like workspace there. This is a king size mattress that I got for free, almost, right? So there's a thing called Craigslist, which is like Cascos, and you'd be like, yo, dude, there's people giving away free mattresses because they don't want to dump it. And you're like, all right, I'll take it. So we showed up in a pickup truck and we got a free mattress. So that's cool. This is a piece of shit, right? This shows you how behind America is sometimes. This is called a cable modem. So this thing is a coax cable back from when people used to watch cable TV. Who watches cable TV, right? But this kind of technology has already been installed into a lot of apartments, so they still have to keep on using it. And it sucks because it only uploads at 5 Mbps. But if you guys can see me right now, maybe that's a quality 5 Mbps, right? So that part's that. And yeah, that's that junk over there. This is amazing. Remember these? Do you remember these guys? Yeah. I went to the factory today or actually not the factory, but the place where they sell this. We were just driving around. I was like, Rain Design? No way, right? So I went inside and there were thousands of these. Like thousands, it was like stacked all the way up to the ceiling. And I went like, do you really sell that many? They say, yeah, this moves out every week. I said, was COVID good? He said, yeah, we had triple-digit growth in COVID. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Everyone's using rain stands, right? But nobody in Indonesia uses it. He was like, yeah, you want to be our Indonesian rep? I was like, yeah, dude, that totally makes sense. Maybe we just like sell tons of these because I was shocked. It was like, like anyways. So I got another one too. I got this one, and the guy gave me a good deal. He gave me like 25% off. So happy about that. This is Eka.
Hi.
What? Okay. All right. Anyway, and this is our bedroom. It's all dark now because there's no light. Wait, oh, here's some light. So yeah, that's a box spring. I don't know what a box spring is. It's something that goes under your mattress, right? So, and this is Eka's bed. Sometimes it's my bed because Eka will pass out in the living room due to jet lag. All right, last room is the bathroom. No butt spray gun, no bidet. So it sucks, right? So it's so nasty. Americans use this thing called toilet paper, and you just never feel very clean. But I don't. Okay, anyway. So this is my shower caddy, and soaps. I love soap. Are really cheap in America. Like it's amazing soap, and so put it all here. It's all organized. Before people just put it there, like my dad would put all the shower stuff over here, and it sucked. Anyway, I don't know why there's always a bathtub. Who uses a bathtub, right? But okay. Anyways, that's it. That's my little California apartment tour here in San Ramon. So I'll let you guys get back to your meeting.
Right. Thank you very much, sir, for the house
You're
tour, sir.
welcome.
About the house tour, it's amazing. Amazing. Let's guys continue about our HR Scrum. Moment, please. I'll share my screen back.
Salad or pasta today?
Okay, I'll here. I hope you guys can see my screen back again.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll continue this, and I think I want to address this great. Since Zaki want to do like an experiment on Facebook as well, I think you could bring what the feedback that we have for when we're selling the short size property, right? And then we have so many issues about the pricing is changes, the pricing of this and this planning is not really changes, inclusion and exclusion, something like that. So let's make sure to Zaki, or maybe pass this information to Zaki to make sure that everything should be need to be fixed first. So HR could sell it like easy and faster. So that would be great.
So what you mean is like for the tortoise, right?
Yes. So I think I put some notes to your personal feedback as well to make like evaluation for what we have done. I
I
think
probably will contact Hakim first because Hakim hasn't set any meeting regarding for the future of the project. So I'll probably need to confirm with him first.
yes.
What's
I mean,
the status of the current project?
yes. I mean the selling is great, but there are some feedback as well that we can address to every people to know and understand about when we want to do a selling with discounts. So thank you very much. I think Jing raised his hand. Do you want to say something, sir?
Yeah, let me actually address something. So I think in Gray's report, I see that the conversion rate on all platforms have decreased. And I think, Vidi, maybe you were there when I mentioned this in the marketing discussion, or maybe actually not, that have we actually segmented our guests according to different sort of groups, right? There are groups, I think, that are not affected by PPK. They're already in Bali, they're staying there. Then there are domestic tourists that are affected by PPKM, and then there's international tourists that can't get into Indonesia at all, right? So those are like kind of like the big three segments that I can currently tell. And I remember marketing was saying that, oh, not too much is happening because PPKM. But I said, well, if PPKM is happening, why not just focus all your efforts on the segment that is not affected by PPKM instead, right? If we do that, then all the inquiries coming in could actually be better converted in terms of that they're specifically more targeted towards a segment that is essentially in need or still in the market. Has that actually happened yet? I'll ask Vidi that.
Right. So for that case, that's why we're targeting Facebook local groups
Mhm.
because the expected audience are the one that you just specifically mentioned.
Okay. And even then, we're still having a decrease in conversion on the platforms.
Yeah. Platforms like Airbnb, OTH, generally there's a decrease in inquiry conversion for that one.
We do not consider Facebook a platform.
Facebook is a platform, but it's just one component, right?
I see. Okay. Okay, interesting. All right, then I have nothing further to add. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, sir. I think for that, also we can try to at least direct the awareness to the people that we know is not really affected to the big games as well. So it'll be easier for us to get another inquiry and convert it as well. But anything else for Gray's campaign over here?
I
Nope.
think one important thing as well, the one that Mr. Jung addressed that we are currently tackling, I think, is such as project regarding gas management. See, Andre.
Oh, I see. So it will explain
Yeah,
in the other card.
yeah. I think it will be included in the other card.
Okay, cool. So for my campaign to campaign over here, we have no update. And oh, I see Sasha is giving no update over here too. Okay, it's kind of first time happening. The update no loyalty. Okay, so we're able to only discuss about Grace campaign over here, and we will move to the pivot card. I will pass the VD. I think VD have any campaign, any pivot card or pivot initiative that you want to do.
Yeah, it's a joint project. But I've explained it last week, so I'll just create the card.
Okay, cool. Please create the card by maybe by today or at least on the next Scrum we can set the card ready. Yeah. PPD for that. We'll continue to my private card. This is weekly hosting monitoring. So this is what I explained previous week as well. I think no in the Monday. So I want to make monitoring for the hosting because I see that actually hosting ourselves sometimes left undone and need to be done better some way to make a better service. And in the other hand, it also makes a better clarification for the whole BP team as well. So my hypothesis, I will skip the internet results. So my hypothesis is that we need to PIC to direct the team to update and remind about this hosting stage. This method will create awareness before they can independently do it themselves. So my performance indicator I have write down over there too. And if you want to check the evidence, oh, sorry. If you want to check the evidence over there, I have put the evidence paper, which included about how I monitor this process in hosting monitoring. You can open the paper by yourself. But here's the update for my pivot: is the first week nothing is achieved from the target that we have, and the monitoring message, the morning message is the worst one, which is like 48%. It's kind of far away from the target that we want to have it, which is 90%. And we need to put focus on this morning message as well. I found that actually there are some information that still need to be understand on the database. So me as the PIC will have easier data to track, and I will have maybe some discussion with the PD team. I think it's PD who actually update that time about the guest journey and also guest experience. So maybe we'll have some discussion with PD about that. And my next plan is to include the morning message on HR workshop and discuss about it. So I will ask Ray about this to have a clarification. When will we have the HR workshop, Gray?
Yes, usually the HR workshop is set on uh, Wednesday or Friday because there's a reminder for that, right? We can set it for next Wednesday if you want.
Okay. What about in the next Monday? I think.
We can. Does anyone have a day off on
Oh
Monday?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Because right now we kind of need to suit with everyone's day off so
Yeah.
everyone can be present on the
My
workshop.
God. Okay. Then yeah, we'll adjust to that. That great.
Yeah.
If it can be done closer to this week, I think it will be great because we haven't done anything for this week. I think yeah, it's related to our day off as well. But thank you, Ray, for the clarification. So I'll ask to the team whether if you guys have any question or suggestion for this one.
I just have one question, Andre.
Yes, sir.
Regarding the one that you mentioned for good morning message, 40-something%. When did you start recording it? Like, what's the date range that you
Uh,
recorded for the month of July only, or?
August. I started counted on August. I have put it on the paper as well. So the monitoring will be done for every Monday, counted week per week from every Monday.
I see. Because I saw the data for August and it's not 40%, but it's 70-ish%.
You count it week by week.
Um,
So it should be first week is
oh,
two.
first week. The first
Yeah,
week is the one that's bad, yeah. But
yeah.
this week is, or last week is good. The previous week is bad.
Yes, the previous week is back.
Okay.
I just counted the first week.
Yep, makes sense.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the question. Anything else from the other team? Nope. Then thank you for that. I will skip Sasha's update to Gray. Apparently Gray have no update as well, but I will pass this to Erica. Erica, please your update on your on-site visit tracking.
Yes. So, can you please open the card, please?
Yes, sure.
So there's an increase of the percentage content of the visit tracker, and it's a 15% increase from last week. And we managed 4 inquiries converted for the last week. And then for the general analysis is that the visit inquiries were increasing. 3 guests scheduled the visit, and I will do a follow up about that. And then one guest sent inquiry for 4 properties, and then she visited all the properties and managed to convert one from that visit. And then we managed 4 bookings. Last week is one, and then we got one guest from last week inquiries that is still interested to book, but he's having a concern or issue about different price that was informed by partner. And my friction is due to limited HER members. My concern is to maintain the data validation from the actual numbers of visiting that is being recorded. Like Grace last week's question, like how I maintain the validation, like I'm still having a friction about that. And then my action plan is that do a follow up on guests that are rescheduled and try to automate the tracker using Google platform like Andre suggested me. I want to ask to Kak Vidi, is it like possible to do that, like to automate
Yep.
Google platform?
It's not really automate, but it sets thing. It tracks based on the movement of the Trello card, just like what we have for inquiry tracker right now. So
So
after inquiry, if there are visits, then the management of the visits itself can be done in the card.
I see.
Yeah,
So
so
that's possible, yeah.
yeah, that's possible. You can
Okay.
create an you can make it into a private idea.
I will ask you for that. Yeah, coffee.
Sure. Oh, nice.
Thank you. And then I will try to implement and improve the best practice on the paper that Kak Andre, Kofidi, and Diptas made. And then I will like do a follow up to the team and to the partner with community as well. So that's my update for this card.
Great, thank you, Erica, for that. First thing first, maybe I would like to help you about how can we actually write more tidy up on the Trello board. I think it could be somehow tidy up into points that easier to read. But thank you for the update. I think this is very detailed on that one. My question is that you say that 15% increase of inquiry visit compared than last week. It is indicate that we actually already use it better, or how would you say about HAR usage for this future?
I'm doing a daily follow up on the HR team,
Mhm.
and yeah, the HR team some put it like the names at least, so I can do a follow up about it later. But I don't think like
So it indicates that. I'm sorry.
yeah, so like sometimes I notice that 1 or 2 visits are not being recorded, so that's why it's being my friction.
Compared with the last week, it is still a lot of people didn't record the visit, or is it better now? People has already record, but sometimes forgot.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than last week
Okay,
because
cool.
I keep reminding them daily about the visit tracker.
Yes, thank you, Erica, for that. I noticed that some of these visits are still on the night shift paper. So, as per I mentioned, for you and Gray, maybe we could try to restructure it and apa namanya, re-follow up it on your visit tracker, so we have
Yep.
this to always open it.
I would like to add. So imagine like currently, if there's a visit, we have to include all the informations back, right? But then we already have the inquiry tracker that we jot down all the details. And then if there's a visit, we just drag the card from inquiry handling to on-site visit, and then it will directly be recorded as on-site visit. So from all the inquiry, we know how many are already in on-site visit. I think yeah, we already use that for inquiry, for HR, for finance, and then the same system. We can do that as well for this one.
Okay, how do you think, Erica, about that? Would you like response or something?
Yeah, I think that could work, and I probably need a sub discussion about that because I still haven't got the whole idea.
Yes, please, Miss Secretary, help me to write that down over there. I think Chris has a plan to make it like connected with what is on-site visit and inquire, something like that. And the second one is, I believe Erica want to do about the tracking on-site being automated somehow to the Google form, and also a spreadsheet on the Excel, something like that. Okay, anything else from the other team would you like to add about Erica's pivot? If there's no, I would like to pass this and move to another pivot from Erica as well. I think Erica has put done on increasing visual direction, but I would like to hear from Erica first.
Yes. So probably I would like to.
Am I lag?
All good, all good. Please continue, Erika.
Okay. I would like to address that. There were a few guests that we already do a follow up on this visual direction, and it proves that it helps them to reach the property. And then this code is actually done, but I think it needs the extension, because like I need to update the new visual guide on the text expander, and it's like correlated with the pivot me and Gray has initiated that we're going to implement the share section. Yeah, and I think that will be like an extension of this pivot, right?
I see. So yeah, because Andre is inviting Dina, so all the visual guide will be on text matter with his own name, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, damn. So, yeah, that's the easiest way right now. See the technology that we have, like for each of the property, we can just like, uh, I don't know, KN and dir, or maybe something like that, right? But it's gonna be a pain to like manage the assets. If one change, then we have to find something like that. But okay, for now, okay. Just make sure to track the like benefits of using this, like what kind of improvement you can see after you apply this one, right? But then from all the video, the videos and also the tools that Tipta made, any like from the HR members, any like notable things that improve? For example, like tortoise. Previously, we have difficulties in like inviting tortoise, right? Telling people where tortoise is because there is no address. Does this improve the guest visit experience? Oh, Kayanan, yeah. Yes, Gray.
Yep, that actually increases, especially since Dipta take the video.
Yeah, the video is
Yeah,
actually
that one,
very
the
useful.
video really works, because I don't know what happened. It's either the pin on Airbnb is wrong or it's not updated, because there are. It's because I think I said it before. It's split into half. Some people actually found their way alone to Tortoise, but some of them actually got blocked in like Jalan Buntu, like that. Yeah,
I
so
see.
it's either something happening in Bingin, so like there might be a renovation or something, but it's not updated yet.
I see. Even in our Google Maps, like because there are no specific
Yeah,
roads to Tortoise, so it's a bit difficult. But since there's already a video, now it's a better, yeah.
yep.
Okay, and then Erika.
Yes, actually, I'm having like last week I'm having a difficulties on sending the video on WhatsApp. So like I have to capture the video to the guest, and like the guests are like saying to me like, "Oh, why is there's no direction on the street?" Like, like the arrows that.
Oh yeah. So
I
like a
think
sign on the street, yeah,
yes.
for
Uh-huh.
tortoise especially, yeah.
So I think that needs to be done. So because like even there's a video, like the guests are like confused with the actual, actual direction on the site, I think.
Interesting. We can actually make that kind of direction for partners if like as a token of appreciation, just like for referrals maybe or something like that. But for today's case, I think we can do that as well if there are a lot of cases, identified cases. Erika. Yes, sir. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, certainly. I think what's happening in this discussion is actually the birth ground of new innovation, in
Yeah.
fact. Well, I think this is actually a very valuable point. Um, Vidi, if we remember from what the Minister of Tourism said in his discussion, I think at UGM last week, right? There was this emphasis of the virtual becoming the new real,
Yep.
right? And we've seen like just in like let's say the own case of the room tour that I just gave you guys, right? That there is something that is a little bit more engaging and more inspirational about creating a video that's a little bit better than it's certainly maybe not as good as in person, but it's certainly better than here's a Google Map pin, right? Or here's find it yourself. So could this be a new direction in how we actually present ourselves to guests through the message of video, and maybe and then we can develop insights on how to improve that, right? Like adding to what Erica said, that's still not perfect, but it kind of sets a roadmap now for where we can innovate.
Yep, I agree. So
Mhm.
previously, if I remember correctly, early like mid last year, Katendi tried to make this Pivot di Andrea about 360 virtual tour, but it didn't work. First, maybe it's because it's not a video. Well, we can actually make a 360 video, right? If you see in YouTube, because it can be more engaging. There's like a person like hosting. There's a description. Or second, because it's just untimely. Because previously, like mid last year, people are still not used to have this virtual thing. But then it's already been a year. Maybe it's time to bring that back. But I think a video 360 is actually like the next level. But we can start with a video first. Something like yes, sir.
I think you struck upon a gold mine there, Vidi, what you just said, because I remember Ross was experiencing some similar friction, and actually not just Ross, but Lillis was also experiencing similar friction with the partner community about a year ago. It was very
Yep,
difficult for the
correct.
partners to use video conference technology to get them to get them onto Google Meet. I remember we had to teach them how to use Google Meet.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah, but now everybody has already been conditioned through, just lots of practice, right, on how to do it. So then the bottleneck isn't user adoption anymore. The bottleneck is now the content, right?
Yep,
Is there
correct.
anybody actually creating content for people who want to engage? And fun fact, this apartment actually came with a virtual tour. So the way it was actually set up is you just kind of go in. It's like a video game. You just kind of like, WASD, and you can kind of walk around the entire. If you guys don't play video games, those are like the keys up here that you can use to travel through. But anyway, and that made the whole decision of actually for me to rent this apartment a lot of yes, much easier, because you can get a sense of the dimension. You can even measure the room virtually, so you can like see does this furniture fit and all these other things. And when you're scanning across different properties, the ones that do have virtual tours, you're going to actually be more likely to inquire because you can understand it, right? And the ones that you keep on asking, okay, can you give me dimensions? Can you tell me, like, it just gets kind of boring waiting for somebody to get back to you anyways, right? So this aspect, I think, is actually a really good direction. And I don't know who you want to pioneer it, but I think HR should pioneer it to the point where it can be put into production and then probably carried on by marketing or content to
Yep.
to implement. Okay, anyway,
This
my
was
thoughts.
interesting. Right, thank you very much. I think that's it. Back to Andre.
Yes, I think there could be improvement or pivot, not the pivot of this pivot that we have done before. But let's do an MVP and let's make a concept first on how we actually want to do that, and let's see which the best for us for during this condition. I would like to say thank you, Jink, Erica, and Vidi for the insight over there. I think that's great. And I would like to remind Erica as well, if you don't, if you maybe forgot, I think you want to also put it on the welcome message. So I think that would be great on how we actually want to share it faster to the guests as well. So I think that will be all of this private card from HAR. Don't forget to put this on the done section, Erica. I think you need to be the one who will put it on the done section. And I'll stop sharing screen and I will move to the discussion. And anyway, welcome to Dina, yeah? So Dina is our trial. He's doing our trial and will be ending
Nina,
tomorrow.
I'm very sorry. I accidentally removed you from the meeting. I was kind of messing with this new trackpad, and
That's okay.
yeah. So
Dina,
welcome
please,
back.
yeah, Dina, please introduce yourself first. Meanwhile, I'm opening the discussion paper, please.
Okay. My name is Dina. I'm from Riau, but I'm a law student in Malang. That's it.
Okay, cool. Dina, what is your fun fact though?
Oh, what? I think I love spicy food, so that's my fun fact.
Okay, cool. I would like to welcome you guys all to the discussion that we have over here. We have from Gray. Gray is asking, what is our best practice answering guests that visited property but got offered with different and cheaper price by the partners. Ray, would you like to give background on that?
Yep. So it's actually just kind of already explained in the question. So like, do we have a best practice on uh, what actually what we can do? Because currently, right now, some of the guests that visit actually converted directly to the partner,
And then,
Oh,
yeah, interesting, yeah.
and kind of a lot of partner kind of um offer a different price from us. So the guest comes directly to us and asks, "Oh, I got this price from the guy that welcomes me on the property." So, and I'm kind of put in a wrong position because right because I don't know how to upsell or even give a higher price.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Erica, where do you think the root problem of this issues for now?
I think the our relation with a partner, like a community with partner, like the partner isn't aware that that they like the price that we gave to the guests, right?
So I'm sorry, I really cannot hear you. Come on. So it's the partners, yeah.
Yes, but not the partners. I think their knowledge of like giving the guest information from like us, and like their knowledge about the price that we set for them.
Interesting. So they don't really like in align with us, right?
Yes, like
Okay,
we're
interesting.
not in the same book, like in the same page with them.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, then great. If you see that the problem is from the
No.
partners over here, can you try to apa namanya detailed what the causes of the problem if it comes from the property partners?
Mm, I think Sasha has mentioned this before.
Yes.
It has something to do with something called partner integrity, if I'm not mistaken. It's almost similar to what Erica said. There
Yep.
are some partner that actually, if a guest visit and they uh, they ask for the price to the partner, but the partner directed to us. So like, oh, you can just ask the agent. But there are also other partner that gave a cheaper price. So like, it's also confusing because also something similar like this, not also happening to like the guests that visit, but also guests that extend direct to the partner without
Oh
telling
yeah,
us.
that one
Yep,
as well,
that
right?
one is kind of a huge problem right now. There are a lot of guests that the partner said that they checked out, but actually the calendar got blocked, and yeah, like that. So yeah, back to you, Under. It's something like
Okay.
that.
I'd like to pass this video. We have already know the ideas from Erica and Gray. Then what do you think align with us? Okay.
Yep. So for the first one, yesterday we discussed a little bit as well, right, through the chat, and then we know that the partner understands that the guests that visits are came from Bukit Vista, of course, because we tell them the time of visit and so on and so forth, right? So for sure, it's not their direct partner, so they understand the price. Supposedly they understand the price. So if that's why I mentioned yesterday as well, if there are such cases, then give them the price that the partner mentioned, but still cut it according to the commission. That's one solution that might be possible as well, right? Secondly, regarding this partner integrity, we've brought this topic to the community team as well, right? When Sasha brought up regarding this topic regarding extensions, and the response from community is yeah. So for the most part of last year, we kind of make things a little bit relaxed with the rules and contract, but we are going to start following the contract again. Please list down the associated partner to be reminded by the community team.
You have done, VD?
Yep.
Okay. We haven't really answered what Grace's question over here, but to add up your suggestion, what do you
Yeah.
if what do you think if we put like a best practice from BI if they have a price discussion with the partners? Because I see that maybe
We do have the price discussion with partners. That's why I
yeah,
mentioned that one option is to just offer, then give the guest the price that the partners mentioned, but then still cut according to our commission. Then.
yes, that was what BI done right this time, right? But I
Yep.
think to add as well about to understand that if there's a guest came from Bukit Vista, but I mean, you could please help us to at least to understand that this is should be our guest, not your personal guest, not to take it yourself, something like that. So because of the communities didn't really discuss, maybe they didn't really discuss the money and also the guest journey or something like that. And but BI did like a lot of discussion about the money and the pricing itself. So I think it would be done from the BI as well. That
Interesting
we
proposition. Yeah, it will be considered.
yeah, there will be like if they like awareness, like if they have a lot of awareness all the time, eventually they will be understand or just they just remember that this is supposed to be in our coordination
Yep.
with Bukit Vista. So I will try.
Possibly. That's an interesting proposition. Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe
to
just
add.
let Mr. Jing has
Yeah,
anything to
yeah.
add.
Okay. This is actually pretty simple, everyone. Fundamental question. Is a partner a partner if they cheat us? And is this considered cheating? Right?
Yeah.
So I think it's either yes or no, right? In this particular case. If a partner doesn't understand this, then we do not have a partner. We just have somebody who is just that's not what a partner does. Okay. So the first thing I think is to establish, does the partner actually see us as a partner? Or do they see us as some sort of just come and go type of thing? Okay. If this is going to be a come and go type of thing, then we can be come and go with them as well, right? If guests have a problem, you know what? It's your problem. I already brought the guest here. You deal with it, right? It's your issue. But if we actually do work together with them, then they need to understand that this is not an agent type agreement, right? And if we do actually treat this as, whatever, if you do see us as an agent and you're getting these follow-on services, we need to charge more. Okay, we'll take more from it because we're not just an agent, we're also covering everything downstream. And we're going to cover more because you also are probably going to get us next time, right? So we'll charge 50% commission on the first guest, right? That's being a little bit extreme, a little bit hyperbole, but I do want to actually bring in this idea of value to what we do. That's one. Two is the idea of partner integrity. A partner, I think, that doesn't have integrity, we shouldn't work with over time, right? What's the point of that? It's very, do they need to have a talk and discussion? I don't really see the point of a person giving a guest a discount instead of paying us, right? We're here longer term. Why would you give that value over to the guest? Is the guest still going to come back next year or do whatever? This is a very different time. So that type of behavior to me doesn't make a lot of sense at the moment. I don't know, maybe if one of you guys can explain why that would make sense. If you're going to pay the money anyways, right? Then why go through this particular thing? So I think we need to actually enforce partner integrity. If we have established that this is a partnership, this is the way it works, these are kind of the services you're getting, plus more, plus this, then you cannot rob us at the point of, you didn't have to pay for the marketing, you didn't have to pay for the development, you didn't have to pay for the intelligence, you didn't have to pay for the research, you don't pay for our team, and this is essentially taking money out of our pocket. And this is essentially not just taking money out of our pocket, it's out of everybody's pocket, right? It's taking money out of our bonuses, it's making our budget problems even worse. So I think let's be very clear here. How we actually develop this type of discipline within our community determines how we are going to grow or not grow when things do get better. So if we tolerate it now, later on, how are we going to enforce it later? So I think starting from this moment, let's be very clear about what it means to, be a Bukit Vista partner, okay? If they still don't understand, then I think, Vidi, we need to tell Lilith about partner discipline. There are a lot of other properties that will take guests at this moment. And we do have something that's very, very rare, which is guests. And it takes us quite a long time to get them. So I think as long as we establish that and our presence, we're not here to be intimidating, but we need to maintain a way that our business model works, because we do not receive a salary from our partners. We do not receive any fixed management costs, but they cannot do this to us at any point. Okay? Is that simple as that? Yeah.
Okay, let's break this down into the solution that I think we have three solutions to address. First, to community, second one to BI, and third one is for the HR stuff. Let's break that down to the community first. If my secretary can help me to write that down. I think the first to community is to bring back again the partner integrity. I think Jing has already brought what's the idea of partner integrity over here. I'm sorry for mumbling. Integrity over here. I think that's a great idea that we can pass the community, and I would like to maybe ask Gray to help this to pass to the community. So Gray maybe could be. Yes, sir. Please.
I need this also, Andre, to be understood by everybody here too as well, because integrity is actually a fundamental thing for positive transformation for all three funnels, right? Guests, partners, and Bukit Vista employees. Whenever we detect a problem with integrity, let's say within any of these groups, we should be very clear. If a guest lacks integrity, right, and tries to cheat a partner, then we must side with the partner. If an employee lacks integrity and doesn't benefit guests or partners, and we must deal with that ourselves, right? If a partner lacks integrity, we must deal with that. If we're serious about our vision of inspire delight everywhere, every time, everyone, then this is something fundamental. Yes, we can delegate it to community to actually have because they own the relationship with the partner. But if HAR doesn't, let's say, believe it as well, then on the partner's experience on the day-to-day when they engage and deal with us, and we don't enforce it on our micro engagements, then it doesn't work as well, right? So I think we have to embody this idea of integrity is actually super, super important, and it cannot be compromised. It should not be compromised at all, right? That's when all kinds of evil stuff happens. So and it doesn't once again lead to any positive transformation. All right. So don't delegate the responsibility away. It's up to every one of us to actually maintain that.
Yep. What I mean is to segregate is to pass this information to community at least, so we can work as something is the project to help the partner integrity. But thank you, sir. I think that's a great one. And also the second one is 2BI. I think VD also mentioned about the gift price to partner tell during the visit. And I think it's related to awareness on how we actually keep going within the contract that we have over here. The third one, I think, is for the HAR. I think the best thing to do with the partners is to back educate them with what we actually already have over here. Like Jing already said, if we are partners, let's like put them like educate them, like tell them what they actually need to do and tell them what we actually need to do. We have to take this kind of responsibility, and then they have to be back on the responsibility as well as we stated on the contract, or as we are on our coordination planning, something like that. And that will be great. The great process, and at least for HR to educate the partners and let them know about what we actually have agreed with. Uh,
Andre, one last thing I'd like to say.
yes, sir.
I really appreciate the way that this issue has actually been brought up, discussed, and managed in what I've seen today. Great. Thank you so much for being transparent. I call upon you for a recognition of core values right there. So many times these things we might see, but nobody actually brings it up or talks about it. It might be awkward, whatever. But I think if we don't talk about it, that's where actually more problems compound and compound and compound. So really good job, Gray, I think, of bringing it up. I think this is also really good that we all got to share opinions. Andre, really good job moderating, trying to understand where the root cause of this is coming from. Thank you also, Vidi, for giving that strategy and that input there. And Andre, I really appreciate that you actually take everything in and create a concrete decision out of that. I think that was actually pretty inspirational. So this is actually the very meaning of what we do when we inspire delight. Is we approach difficult issues, we discuss what we're going to do, and we make decisions and we make results based on that. And that's how we can positively transform.
Cool. Thank you, sir, for that one too. And yeah, I think that will be the conclusion for this. And let's try to work it out within this week, at least to put awareness to the community. I think it's just best to pass this information to the community. I appoint Gray to be the one who in charge for the community, and PD in charge for the BI, and I'll be in charge for the HR itself. So we'll have people who manage the solution one by one. There will be discussion for this one. Anything else that anybody wants to add about this? Okay, so basically we have already finished our time. This is the HR Scrum for now, but I think I will still need to discuss about the afternoon shift evaluation, as we mentioned before. If someone haven't really understand what is afternoon shift, so we delete the night shift actually. So we add afternoon shift, so we have buddies for the day shift, something like that. So yeah, we have a lot of people operationals for the day. I think I would like to extend this discussion like apa namanya, right after this meeting on the Discord. I think if someone want to use this whereby, so that will be the HR Scrum for now. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you Jink, Dina from Trial. I think HR as well for coming. Thank you for the great discussion, and I wish you guys have a great day. Let's continue to Discord about the afternoon evaluation and sharing feedback. Bye everyone.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone.